Hello, YouTube, Facebook, Google Plus, and even Twitter. Yes, even Twitter. Look, I would much appreciate it if you so choose to share this video. I know I don't usually do that kind of self-promotion, but oh well. Oh well. It's a good time to know what time? Some comedy. Really comedy from Wanda? No. Yes. Every week, ladies and gentlemen, I shall be bringing it to you. And in what form? What other form than them dealing with social media? Yes, my dealings with Instagram specifically. Now, in this week, how shall I start off? But then to talk about how I got into Instagram. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't originally going to deal with Instagram. Surprise, right? Just like I wasn't originally going to deal with Vine. But you got to keep up with the times. You got to stay up on the grind. You got to know what the hell people are even talking about out here. Right. Of course. But look, man, look. In regards to Vine, though, these 6-second videos, I mean, what can you honestly really say in 6 seconds? There is a reason why videos on Facebook did not go platinum, so to say. They didn't become big because you couldn't really do jack at first. It was so late in the process to where dudes, males and females could figure out, to make it time manageable to do minutes long videos. Might as well just upload it to YouTube because it was a better video manager. So when it terms of Vine, these 6-second videos, I mean, maybe it's because people have no kind of attention span, such a short attention span in this microwave generation. And it's not just the young people, the old people, like, they used to be like turtle patients. Now, grasshopper, like, everybody's minds is on some straight ADD, like we in the sale video, okay? Sale, yeah, that kind of stuff. But on the real though, man, we know the real reason as to why folks using Vine. Oh, it's real creation, I should say. Let's keep it real, ladies and gentlemen. Let's keep it real. It's because people want the quickest, most efficient way to spread porn. Let's not stop. Let's not go there, you would say. But come on, let's stop and don't act like you don't know what's on many folks' minds in this sex-obsessed society and culture. Like, let's keep it real. But again, this isn't about Vine. It's just in correlation to what you see, because you also have videoing on Instagram, something I didn't know. But again, like, when I went in, I wasn't gonna use it, okay? But just as what happened with MySpace, but specifically, MySpace is a little bit different, and I'll get into that. But specifically with FB, Facebook, everybody and their brother that is relevant in social media has an Instagram. I mean, old people got an Instagram. Seriously, old people have an Instagram. Anyone who is social media savvy has an Instagram by this point. And I was like, yo, what's the whole deal? Because all you got is freaking pictures, right? Just photos. But boy, was I wrong. Look, don't hate, appreciate. Excuse me. Don't hate, appreciate. That's the cough to let you know. To let you know that to do not get drunk on haterade, okay? Don't do that. And that is an advertisement sponsored by Principles for Life for Young Children. I approve this message because these young folks do not need BS in their life. They don't need half-truths and lies that the older generations were raised with. But on the real though, man, dudes be acting like with social media fame, dude, it be pulling a genjutsu. And what I mean by that is, if you know anime and manga specifically, you know the series Naruto, you know that is pretty much an illusionary false reality. Like, they be pulling these illusionary false realities over you, okay? Specifically, some within the Naruto fandom itself were putting genjutsus over themselves, but that's none of my business though, for real. Kermit, save that tea and coffee and give me something stronger. Thank you. I will be not just sipping, I will be taking gulps of that. But on the real though, so I entered this. I'm like, you know what? This happened about a year ago or so, right? Finally got the sale and everything. Let me get on this Instagram game, see what it's all about. And what did I enter? A whole new world, place I never knew. Like we were entering Aladdin, okay? Like we were in Pocahontas, like we were in One Piece. Okay, this was a completely new world that I'd never experienced before on social media. Now understand this. I've talked about in videos previously, about a couple of them, about my YouTube journey and all that jazz. And I won't go into it, of course, on this one because it's too lengthy. But on the real though, like, I've been in YouTube since pretty much its foundation, heavily in its usage since 06, had my channel since 08, right? My own personal one, right? Didn't start posting videos like 2012, 2013 actually. But that's a little low down, rundown. But I'm a veteran of Flame Wars. I'm a veteran of, you know, bunch of different this and that in comment section. I've seen so many videos that I don't even care to mention. Alright. From music to you name it, I've pretty much seen it. From the Wild West days to the censorship days of Vivo until present. Okay? Then came MySpace. And MySpace, I was late to the game because to me MySpace was pointless. But it got to the point in around 08 or so, right? When MySpace was popping off. 07, 08, no, about 06. Between 06, 07, somewhere around there, right? MySpace is starting, damn, I can't even remember. I guess it was about 07, 08. It's been a minute, man. I'm terribly serious. So MySpace was popping off, right? Everybody and their brother was on that. Just like they own Instagram now. Everybody was on that. And I'm like, yo, I got to get on that. Because at the time, including myself, not a lot of people had cell phones, okay? Not everybody and their younger sister had a cell phone. They mama, grandmama, and I know. Cell phones, you still had minutes. They were still costly. They were still a bit of a luxurious item, even though they were of commercial use, right? So I get on that, you know, social media. And at the time, YouTube wasn't really considered social media. A lot of junk was going down on MySpace. But the beauty about MySpace, you could personalize all that jazz, you feel me? Like, you could tell if somebody was corny, if they had swag. You could tell if somebody, you know, was a stalker. You could tell if someone was just cool. You know, you could tell a lot of things about the person. If they were in the in crowd, or they were out somewhere in left field in Freaksville. So, all that was to be said. But then it was, tell them keep it drama free. No, that was not the key memo for a lot of people on MySpace. So that helped bring it down. And I even had an account till it was graveyard years. I hadn't been on that in years. Check it out, and there ain't nobody. Okay? Nobody was on that Bowman Glass. But before that, about 2010 or so, I got on Facebook, right? And Facebook, I definitely want to go and get on that. Facebook was lame back in the day. It was lame. First of all, the intention was for like college students and all that, and to keep it connected, right? But Facebook was just, it had no personalization and style like MySpace it had. No kind of games like MySpace had. It wasn't entertaining like YouTube. It was pointless, right? But everybody was on it. All my friends were on that. So I'm like, yo, again, got to stay up with it. Got to stay up with communicate. So I'm like, God, might as well. And you find out, and people keep saying, yo, this happened on Facebook. This happened. I'm like, yo, I got to find out. Come to find out, you know, there was things, you know, you could get into. You could educate people. You could, you know, do a lot of things with sharing and whatever. But Facebook, man, yo, all the changes that it went through in its layouts and formats and blah, 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 and eventually infected YouTube. It really did. But regardless, we move on. So we move years down the line. And, you know, Google Plus hit the scene soon along with Instagram. All kind of hit, right? But you need a phone. So we in Instagram. We in this. I tell you, man. I tell you. Man, it's crazy out here. It really is crazy out here. Pretty much, this is why it's a new world, dog. anything can get dropped on there. Full blown drop. Some people report stuff anonymously. It's like, yo, whoa, kids shouldn't be on this. But here's the beautiful thing about it. It's kind of like how YouTube was in the days of Wild West, where you can go where pretty much you want to. If you want to go to young moms' pages, you can go to your friend's page. You can go to, pretty much big time celebrities and whatnot. You can go there. If you want them porn pictures, you can go there. Any community you can go to, pretty much. You can find it. Alright? You really can. And in it all, man, it teaches you a few things for real though. Number one, it teaches you that some people who want privacy don't make any sense. They don't make any sense. Like, celebrities don't have privacy on there. They don't have public. They have it publicly, right? Dude, some pages have privacy, and for good reason. Other pages have privacy, sometimes no posts on there. What are you hiding? What? Seriously, you have no posts or you're not popular. This is your personal page. Cool. If it's that secretive like that, why would you have one? It makes no sense. It makes no kind of sense. All you are doing is posting pictures. Seriously. What kind of logic does that make sense? Where you post pictures, you barely have any pictures. It's not illicit, it's not provocative, not controversial, but you have to be the darling and keep your life so private. And you have like no followers and you wonder why. And I'm not saying followers are where it's at. I don't have heavy amounts of followers. But that's for good reason. For various reasons. Okay? I'm not popular like that. Just keeping it real. But it grows daily. Because why? It's open. I have nothing to hide. That's the reason why I got it. It's to share. I utilize the assets that were given. People for some reason don't get this. And then, oh my goodness, social media popularity kills me now. Sometimes it makes no sense as to why some people get Instagram or Tumblr, okay, fame. It doesn't. Pretty much, it is what it comes down to usually. If you have a vagina, you got a vag, you have a large shot of getting into social media popular. Pretty much. If you are attractive and are of the female sex, you can almost sure enough bet that you're going to be freaking getting social media fame. Almost a guarantee. Almost a freaking guarantee. And like, it is really stupid of how it's done. Because it's not just male thirst. It's female thirst. I mean the thirst level. The thirst. And the ratchetness that gets people popular. Seriously. This is what gets people popular. But then people complain about, oh, why did my page get torn down? Fool! What were you posting? What were you posting? I mean, really though. Some of the stuff kills me, man. Some of the stuff really does kill me at what's really going on out here, dog. Okay? Fortunately, the stuff that goes on in World Star Hip Hop has yet to traverse into some of these other social media outlets. But I gotta say, man, the direct messaging. Let me tell you about Instagram though. One of the big flaws of Instagram is the direct messaging system. Okay, they make it to where pretty much you can't post, you can't DM unless it's completely simplistic. Because if it's not photos or videos, you ain't getting jack done. Okay, but I gotta say, it's at least better than what Twitter had. At least I don't know about Twitter, okay, but it's better. Because how do you have a freaking politician private junk getting sent and freaking exposed to what kind of messaging system is that? That's some hacked, like you self-hacking. Okay, what? Look, if I send a private message, it could be emotional, it could be getting to know somebody, flirtatious, you name it. It's called personal direct messaging. Okay, it ain't called, oh, I'm just gonna tell the world about our problems. Even though some people abuse social media for that facet. That's one of the beautiful things about Instagram. You don't have those social butterflies going on about that, but you do have it in their comments. Oh Lord, please. I'm not gonna get them to that at the moment, this direct moment. But in this episode, because so much can be said, and like I said, so much is to come. One of the biggest groups, communities, what have you, that I follow on Instagram is the health and fitness pages. Now, there's 3 reasons as to why I follow those pages, right? Number 1, it's because I'm an athlete / former athlete, still involved with athletics. And I like to keep up with, knowledge of techniques and whatever else, okay? It's also a good encouragement for athletes to converse, share things, right? So that's one of the beautiful things. I can see, what they bring to the table. I've even, seriously, one of the Instagram notables, it's actually female, she gave me some tips on workouts for your abdominal area, okay, your abs. And second reason, it's out of respect. Look, man, you have respect. Now, understand this very simple concept. Liking both male and female pics, it does not make you bisexual. It does not make you bi by any means. It doesn't make you bi-curious even. Now, get this, right? You'll have it completely full-blown. Females call another female gorgeous, beautiful, pretty, cute, and a whole plethora of other things. Voluptuous, you name it. Busty, you can name it. It can be considered straight as the Washington Monument. But go ahead and have a dude call another dude in public handsome, beautiful, physically attractive, from an aesthetic standpoint. And I guarantee you gonna have instantly at least 5 different men and women gonna consider that dude gay. Seriously. And including the people who, and especially the people who are accepting and supportive of the homosexual lifestyles. Okay, bisexual lifestyles, transsexual lifestyles, pansexual lifestyles, and all these other alternative lifestyles. You will have it. They don't think you're gay. Now, you want to talk about double standards and sexism? Bada bing, bada boom, right? But on the real though, I like it because as a man, the dude, he's put in work. It's respect. It's admiration that goes into it. And that's the third thing, man. Admiration. Okay? Admiration. Now, let me tell you though, on the real though, if you want to find out the thirst level of people, male and females, don't let people fool you and think these females out here are pristine. The thirst level is higher than a lot of these females than it is in males. The sex drive, the libidos are all kind of full blown. That's why in the book of Proverbs, to take a little bit scriptural for the people, that's why in the book of Proverbs, you have King Solomon now tell his daughter about these horny men. Let me keep it real. These horny men who out here gonna use and abuse and throw you away. Now, what did he tell? He warned his son. He like, yo, bro, young man, watch out for the adulteress, alright? Because she out here lurking like a predator, like a lioness, like a cheetah, like a tigress, like a freaking leopard. About to come from your throat, fool. She gonna burn everything. Then you gonna have child support. You gonna have STDs. You gonna have getting your ass kicked by her husband. Okay, so watch out for all that kind of nonsense. That's some maternal wisdom I wish a lot of guys would recognize. Unexpected one to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on episode 1. Best believe every weekend more comedies to come, man, because so much more can be said about Instagram and the flaws and the follies of social media. Alright, y'all, have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace. And don't forget, if you are thirsting, if you need a thirst quencher, If you need thirst from the Sprite commercial from, I'm taking this back to about a decade ago. If you need him to be on your shoulder, there is a place for you on Instagram.